Kevin Bardsley has said that he saw Garrett miss the trail. The father called out to his son and pointed out the mistake. Garrett then headed up into the trees and was never seen again. He goes on to say the terrain is wooded and rocky from within the trees. It can be hard to get one's bearings. The slopes of Marcel rise sharply on the east, but the southwestern horizon opens into a wide expanse of the middle fork of the Weber. He goes on to say, did Garrett get lost and wander aimlessly in that direction? ? He goes on to say, I'm not so sure. Even a 12-year-old could recognize after 30 minutes to an hour of wandering that he is hopelessly lost when the walk should have taken 2 or 3 minutes tops. I'm going to stop right there. I don't think so. Having been lost a lot, your drive is not to think, like a lot of times people will wander for hours.
And you got to think in a 12-year-old's mind.
Yeah.
This is like the weird thing that comes into play that happens to people when they're in distress. They get embarrassed.
Yeah.
So that's where I think like an adult might start calling out. If he doesn't want to seem like weak or something like that, he might be like, I can figure it out, and then continue to go
overly
deeper.
confident.
Yeah. Or even like still scared, but like, I don't want to call for... I just think of my boys. Like we don't treat them this way, but they're totally try and suck it up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's natural for boys or whatever, but I remember when I was 12, you want to be tough. You want to be seen as like macho, even though you're not because you're 12. But I could imagine, and this is just my opinion, this is not based on any fact, that if maybe he didn't think he was lost, or maybe he's like, okay, maybe I'm lost, but I can figure it out.
Well, and at that age, I think this comes as you get older with wisdom. I did air quotes.
And you looked right into my eyes.
Yeah. When you're young, you don't necessarily think about where this could lead, like what terrible outcomes could happen from becoming totally lost. You're soaked. It's cold out. Like you're probably, you're not thinking those kind of thoughts as an adult who's done, a decade of hiking. The second I'm lost, I'll be thinking about that.
Yeah. And I think too, it's almost like movies make it worse because you think bad things happen and there's like a crescendo that like denotes a bad thing.